And everybody, and welcome back to another live stream, and hopefully it all goes well today. We'll actually be able to get to playing today's game. That's if this wants to work for me. I don't know why it's not. So whilst I try to get it working, yeah. whilst we try to get it working. Hello, what's this? Cannot initialize your graphics hardware. Good God. Okay. This is frustrating. Nothing is working. It's on fucking that. Why are we not working? Can I open properties? Can I open this in run in minimized? Why? Okay, right. Hopefully this works. Jesus Christ. Bless me. Okay, it's not. Okay. Why are we not working? I don't understand this. Should be working. Machine settings. Why it says that it's not having, can't get my graphics processor, but I'm running it says it can't get my graphics processor, but I'm running a virtual machine. That equates to that. Scrap Day 1 says, hi there boys, hello my friend, nice to see you, how are you doing today? Follows up with a bit late. Actually no, the stream is actually only supposed to start at 3 my time. So we started on time. However, sometimes I start a little early, depending on what time I get home from work and if everything goes well. However, nothing's going well right now. Everything is broken and not working. Let's run it in compatibility. Let's see if that makes it run. Nope. Still got that lovely old Windows XP badink sound that we all love. Okay. Idea. Give me a memory stick. Need memory stick. Where are we? No, this is what I need. Ha 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 ha. This is brilliant. Alright. Devices, USB flash drive. Okay. My computer. Thank you. Right. Where I need C. No! Oh my god. Okay, I should probably explain what I'm doing. What I'm currently trying to do is... So today's game, I know I said that, you know, I was kind of teasing what this game was going to be. We're going to be playing... No. We're going to be playing Legoland, which is a game that I played the shit out of when I was a kid. We're trying to get it to work at the moment because it's relatively old, and Windows does not anymore allow for for anything less than a 64-bit installer if you're running a 64-bit version of Windows, which is what I'm running. So because of that, yes, because of that, I'm trying to get the game running, and at the moment it's not working, but hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be able to get this running as of right now, in 1 minute. Oh my god. In task. No! Fuck off. I kind of, what I will say though, is I kind of like the fact that the streams have kind of, that we just go into me trying to set the game up. I kind of like that now with the streams. Right, let's hope this works. It is in my computer, you dipshit. Oh, I got the Lego Island files, dipshit. I got the Lego Island files. Oh my god. Oh, here's what I'll do. I'll kind of show you what the hell I'm doing. Right, we'll turn off. Why display capture? Transform. Stretch the screen. Here we go. All right. So yeah, let me show you what the hell I'm doing as we kind of go along here. Right. Okay. I need to put that into the virtual machine. I need to go to the C drive. I need to come here. This is the stuff we want. Right. Here we go. This is the stuff we want. This is what will get the game running. Fingers crossed. This is the annoying part, is that I honestly thought I had the game installed on my machine, which is funny. I didn't realize I didn't have the game installed on my machine. I honestly thought I had it installed, and it wasn't until I came home to get the game running, and the game wasn't installed, and I was like, oh shit. So I've had to now try to scramble to get the game running for the past 15 minutes. But yeah, this is the problem with modern versions of Windows. If you run a 64-bit version of Windows, you can no longer install 32-bit or 16-bit programs on Windows anymore. They just took out that functionality completely. The biggest pain in the ass. I don't know why they did it, but they did. So, you know, unfortunately, it is what it is. Scrapto1 says, which version of the game were you playing at? 32-bit, 64-bit? So Legoland is before the days of 64-bit. 64-bit, well, at least from what I understand, there is no 64-bit version of the game. I own like an original copy of this game, so we're talking 32-bit here. There may be a 64-bit copy out there, but I do not own it. And if there is, you know, I would love to find one, but I own an original disc-based copy of this game from like back in 2000 and when this game came out. This game came out in Legoland game. This game came out in 2000. So yeah, my copy is all the way back from 2000. So if there is a 64-bit version, that would be lovely. But from what I understand, look, it's so old. It's on the website My Abandonware. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's on archive.org. Like, that's how old the game is. That's how little people remember it. So sad, so sad. This game's great. This game is just such a great game. All right. All right, let's shut this off. Scrap that one says, I wasn't talking about Legoland. Oh, what were you talking about then? I don't know what game you're referring to, my friend. All right, we want this. We want all of this. Right, let's try this again. Train Simulator. Oh, I was running 64-bit. Because 32-bit crashed. No, yeah, I was running 64-bit version of Train Simulator. Where possible, I always run 64-bit versions of games. If one doesn't exist, then I'll run 32-bit, but I always try to run 64-bit. Damn, look at them speeds. Who the hell messaging me? Oh yeah, since we're playing a PC game, I should probably mute chats. Otherwise you guys will be able to hear it. Alright. Fingers crossed. Oh yeah. Alright. Ah! Alt-tab won't work. Shite. Alright, I need to quickly... Alright, quickly go to Facecam whilst I work on this. Right, we need game capture. Capture! We need Legoland. And display capture off. Alright, I need this to be running in a window, for God's sake. Oh God, Jesus Christ. Hold on, can I run it? Hold on, close the game. Can I run it windowed? Legoland, I love you. Shut up for 2 seconds. Go away, go away. Properties, compatibility, can I run in windowed mode? I need you to run in windowed mode. Launch game in windowed mode. How do I do it? Right click, properties, target. Oh, here we go. Right click. Okay, create shortcut. C. Right, V. Right, properties. Right. In target. Right, hopefully this will work. That didn't work. Yep, cool. Get me out of the game. Oh, this is gonna be a pain. Shit. Okay, that didn't work. What can I do? What can I do? Where is the... Surely there should be a settings... Should be a settings folder somewhere where I should be able to... hold on, open in code. It's literally an empty document of jack shit. What's an ICC profile? Barely nothing. Ooh, all the music. Oh, damn it. Why won't this work? How the hell did I do the Let's Play series for this like ages ago? Must have done display capture. I had to have done display capture. Cassidy says, hi bud, how you doing, man? I am doing well, but I'm also getting increasingly frustrated at this game not deciding to actually work. Oh, this is a pain. Okay, right. Let me display capture. I want transform. I want it to stretch to screen, and let me see if this will work. Ah, it doesn't. I need to get out of the game quickly because Alt Tab doesn't work. Yeah. Oh god. I got so much crap in OBS, it's ridiculous. Alright, let's try this now. Oh, the game's still running. Wait, if I go into... No. No. Oh god, I deleted my own player. Jesus Christ. Now my keyboard's not working. Oh my god. Okay, where are the settings? Oh my god, there's no text. What the fuck? There's no text. What the hell? No. No. Oh my god. Oh my god. Actually, running at compatibility mode wouldn't actually be the worst thing in the world. Where's the game capture? Maybe if I try window capture and then do Legoland, maybe that'll work. I got this working before. But... No. What? Legoland isn't even an option. The hell? Oh! And as per usual, the text is not working. Nope. Alright, I'll run it compatibility mode Windows 7, see if that does anything. Run the program as administrator as well, that'll probably help. I need to be able to Alt-Tab out of it, but the game won't. Oh, I got the text back, that's good news. I need to like... I'm just curious, can I... Because I know I've got Streamlabs on here. I wonder if I can like control the screen layout. Yeah. Editor. Okay, maybe I can't. Hold on. Buddy mode. If I can... No. No, no. What am I doing? God damn, what am I doing? Where's the remote function? Oh, here we go. Remote control. The game is running. That's what I can say. Hold on. Let me try running... Ah, now I need to get it... This is hilariously funny. Okay, hold on. Shut up, Lego man. Alright. We're closer than what we were. Remote control. We're closer than what we were. If I can edit... If I can, like, edit the stuff whilst the game is there... Good God, I got so much showing. Get rid of that. Okay, that's the display capture. How do I... No. Go to just... I have no... No, don't want video capture device. Wait, where am I? Gameplay. Now text is gone. Um... I will make this work. Actually, hold on a second. Capturing 640 by 480 games in OBS. Try setting canvas This isn't gonna work. If this works, I'm gonna hit the floor. No, that didn't work. Okay. Cassidy, I will make this work. Spends the whole stream getting it to work with it working at the last moment. Yeah, that's legitimately how I feel this is going to end up. Maybe if I do game capture properties, Legoland, if I set it edit transformation size nan 680 by 4. Is it 6? Was it 680 by 640 by 480? All right, let's try this again. I need it to scale like a bitch. Okay. Edit transform. Oh. Hold on, let me try this. Control Alt Tab. Control Alt Tab out of the game. Properties. Okay. Edit. 480. No, 6 was it 640 by 480? Legoland, I love you, but you're being a bitch. Oh, let me try the window thing again. Maybe that might work. Why is Discord opening? I did not say you could open, you piece of shit. Oh, what was the other command? What was the other freaking command? Dash W or dash window? Why? What for? I'm slowly losing the will to live. Let me try doing that. There used to be a run in a windowed setting on the goddamn compatibility settings. Why is that moved? Doesn't help that I can't alt-tab out of the game. I'm slowly starting to give up. I'm just slowly starting to give up on this, to be honest. Cassidy says, if what I predicted ends up happening, I'll almost end up falling asleep on my bed since it's almost 11:30 my time for me. You are quite welcome to fall asleep because I don't know why this is starting not to work. It just doesn't want to do it. Just will not let me move my mouse outside of the bounds of the game. Be able to get this working. What the hell? Oh, goddamn chair. Legoland not working in virtual machine. Slowly losing the will to live. I honestly thought this would work because I had got this working in the past, but it is not working now. Oh! Really? Please don't tell me it was that simple. Swear to God. Nope, still didn't work. Damn! I thought I had it. Oh, I thought I had it. Is there another? I wonder. Oh! Hold on a second. Of course I can't see it. I got display capture on over top of it. If this works, I'm going to be so happy. It's not capturing anything. Can I do the same here? Hold on. Oh, come on. We're like this close. Oh no, come on, come on, come on. Please, 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 please. Is something overtopping it that's blocking it? No. Oh, and is there other? Oh no, I can't do it. I thought I was literally this close. What's capture foreground window with hotkey? What does that mean? Capture foreground window with hotkey. Oh, what does that mean? It'll show up in your hotkeys. I don't have hotkeys. I think. Uh, oh my god, there's so many fucking hotkeys. Oh, hello. Okay. Alright, let's... Oh, no, okay, still not working. If I was giving you the finger, guys, I do apologize. I wasn't actively doing it. It's called frustration, is what it's called. This just isn't recognizing the game. That's the biggest problem. And I can't force scale display capture. I will get this working if it kills me. Oh, that's improvement. Oh, that's improvement. That's improvement. Can I put in like a custom... I got it working! It's only taken us 40 minutes. Oh. It's taken us 40 goddamn minutes to get this fucking game working. Oh my god. Oh my god. 40 minutes to get this game running. And we finally got there. Oh my god. Well, welcome to Legoland, everybody. I kind of feel like, what's the fucking point at this point? We're so... Oh my god, that's hilarious. I don't... Should we play some? Fuck the... I don't know why we're fucking doing it. Oh, don't crash on me.
Empty slot. Show me what you want. Hi.
I must have done something in a past life, eh? I must have killed a sheep or something. I thought, yes, we'll finish this game in one entire stream because I've played this game so much. I can finish this game so quickly. And now I'm just like, yeah, we ain't finishing this game in one stream. No, don't. Bad game.
Player detail. Show me what you... Hi. Are you ready to start work? Now let's find something to build. Click the...
Jesus effing Christ.
New rides have a gold star to show you that...
Oh my god, it's only taken us... Oh, the toy store is already here.
Raise mode.
Good god.
Built your first... Now you need to make a... Build... You found the path... Now
I can happily sacrifice...
no longer need attractions. You found the flashing arrays. Well done.
I can happily sacrifice the thumb... What do you mean?
Lesson 1. Lesson...
Oh, right, that's the select one.
Task is to see...
I was about to say, what do you mean I failed the fucking
Repeat my...
tutorial? I've played this game for years. Get stuffed. Jesus Christ. I'm like... My blood pressure's probably gone up like 200 points.
Park entrance.
Right, what are we doing? Shut up!
Your park needs some flowers. Plant 5 of them.
Shut up, Jonathan.
That's 2 plus 3. That's for everything you build or plant.
Hey.
Plant.
No shit, sunshine. What am I doing? Sure, something along these lines. I don't even know.
That's 2 trees planted.
Awesome.
That's 4 trees.
How many trees did he want?
Planted. Almost done.
There we go. There's 2 more.
That's 8 trees planted. Just 2 left to plant.
There's your 2 more.
Did you see that every time you planted a tree, some of now click the flashing
Bye.
ever raised a run, you can use that part of the park for something else. Build the Lego those
Cassie says, make those angry, surprised, disappointed, happy faces you made earlier in either Twitch or Discord emotes. Yeah, I really should.
I spoke to the
I've only got one emote at the moment.
must have gardeners to plant things. Just click the greenhouse to get one. Good, that's 2. Look at
But
the
the emote that I have was done by a friend of mine.
and a fountain in the Legoland menu.
Um,
Use them next to the paths to make the park look nice before we build some rides.
a friend of mine. Fuck, I'm trying to speak English and I just can't. The emote that I have for my subs is the same as I think the logo on the Twitch channel. I'm not 100% sure and I can't check it now because the game doesn't allow alt tabbing. Anyway, I've actually been meaning to ask her to draw some more for me of the different, I kind of have a range of them.
You need more scenery in your park. Use the plants and the fountain in the Legoland.
Yeah, I've been meaning to ask her to commission, quote unquote, a sort of a series of them so I can have like a full set. Be quite willing to pay her and all that, so yeah, I should probably get on that at some point. But I guess at the same time, like, I only have 1 sub right now, so only 1 person can use them. So it's like, no. But yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna look into doing those. I'd like to do them, but you can only do. I don't fully sure what the rules are, but it's like, I'd need to look into the emote rules. I'm not fully sure what they are. There's something or other.
You need more scenery in your park. Use the plants
My brain is
in the Legoland menu
broken.
to the paths.
They are next to the path. Are you dumb? There's some trees. But yeah, no, that's something I have been thinking about previously. I just haven't gotten around to it as of yet.
Put down my favorite ride, the space
But yeah, that's definitely something I want to do. I gotta turn down this in my ear, otherwise my ears are gonna explode, and I'm pretty sure I already got tinnitus.
blue or green. Now,
So,
putting some shops in the park. Do that, then the new ride the professor's been working on will be ready.
if my friend, if I can't get my friend to do them, what I might get is I might find somebody to
What? Where is that
I might find somebody to do the emotes for me, because I can't draw for shit.
for your last map mode?
Yeah, as I might get someone to draw them for me in the same style as the first one, but we'll see. We'll see.
Lights are flashing red. This means they need repairing.
This means they need repairing. Get some mechanics and tell them to get their asses out to fix these goddamn rides.
Media shop.
Alright, 50 minutes of the stream, and we've only just started playing the game. If you're just joining the stream, welcome. It took us 45 minutes or something to get this game running.
Spider.
Well, I should preface, we got the game running.
Query mode. Now find a place.
We got the game running, but we just couldn't get it working with OBS, because OBS is
Mechanics will
lovely. OBS is...
now watch the park as the mechanics fix everything.
What are we supposed to be doing? Oh, there we go. No, not mechanics. Goddamn. OBS is a bit like a temperamental stepsister.
Get some
You never know when she's going to be nice,
green flowers in the
and you never know when she's going to be a bitch.
make a nice garden.
So, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be doing this right now without OBS, but OBS can be a pain. So, but I'm just glad we got there in the end. So, just very glad we got there in the end. Oop, hey! Huh, they actually speak English. I never realized that. They say, alright.
Click the red roof on the mechanic's hut. Now let's get this big ride finished. First connect the boating
Alright.
to the park entrance.
So,
That's great. Now you'll need to join one side to the other.
given
Pieces. Click the arrow below.
given how long it took us to get this game running, I have absolutely no idea if we will actually finish the game in the stream. It depends on how fast I get through everything. But if we're able to do it, then awesome. But I know I'm going out for dinner at 6:30, so 6:30 my time, which is in like 2.5 hours. So I mean, we've got time. Can I finish the game in 2.5 hours? We're going to find out. I know I can finish the game pretty quickly, but I don't know if I can do it in 2.5 hours. Oh, okay, we don't need to do the plants. Awesome. Right. Now the bulk of the game. The main levels. I'll move my phone there because I actually need that to control everything. Alright, so the way this game works, I should explain. Now that we're past tutorials, I should explain this game works. There are 10 main scenarios in Legoland. Each one based on what is called a mini-land theme. So, as you can see here, level 1 is San Francisco. So, each of the different maps are built around a particular city, or as they call them in this game, mini-land. There are 10 of them, and each of them typically involve building up a park and satisfying certain conditions. Some of them are a little bit more different. Some of them have some different things. For example, one of them is, in one of them you have to you have to rebuild the park after aliens keep stealing your rides. Another one is that you have to erase all the rides in the park to be able to find the money that has been stolen from the park entrance. There is another one in which you have to... the rides have been built, but you have to connect all the paths to the front gate. So there's a variety of different scenarios. There's only 10, which is a little disappointing. I wish there were more in this game. But when I was a kid, this took me a long time to finish this game. So, yeah. Scrapto1 says at about 2 a.m. I wouldn't be able to tell you outside of my own time zone what time it'll finish for you guys respectively. All I can tell you is that we will go for probably another hour and a half from now. So yeah, what's an hour and a half from now? So that would be about 5:30. Yeah, so that'd be about 5:30 my time. So yeah, that's all I can tell you as of right now. I honestly don't know how long. I couldn't tell you when 2 a.m. is over at your time. I can just kind of indicate some things, but yeah, that's about all I can do at the moment. So, okay, the first thing we've got to make sure we do is we need to ensure the biggest bitch about this game that you'll discover as I play through this is yeah, one of the biggest problems you'll find in this game as you play through this, if you do decide to play through it, and I highly recommend you do. As I said, you can find it on archive.org for free, so you can download this game for free if you want. And archive.org, if you're thinking, oh, that sounds a little dodgy, trust me, archive.org, great site, highly recommend it. Have given me access to a lot of computer programs over the years. Yeah, I highly recommend you go and download the ISO for this game. It is a lot of fun.
Build a Legoland area and a western
And
in your park.
yeah, you'll have a great time with it.
Driving School Road.
So yeah. Yeah, I highly recommend you go check out this game if you can.
Driving school.
So yeah.
Build a section of park.
Cassidy says an hour and a half. An hour and a half for American EST is roughly 1:30 a.m. give or take 5 minutes. Yeah, there you go.
Driving School Road.
Yeah, you would be the better.
Park.
You'd be more knowledgeable than me in this area, Cassidy, than
Add some petrol pumps.
than I would. I would not be Mr. Intelligent on this particular area, but I try.
A Legoland area and a western area in your park.
Right, so just yeah, so as I was saying, biggest thing that you're going to come to notice is you have to put pathside scenery everywhere, and I legitimately mean everywhere. It's ridiculous how much pathside scenery you need to put down in this game.
Build a brick.
I don't quite understand it myself, but that's the way the game works. Why the hell it had to put the path there, I have no idea.
To the driving school.
We will use the trees around here. The biggest thing I like about this game, in reflection,
Area and a western
is the music. The music in this game is awesome. I love the music in this game.
saloon. Visitors love to see different plants.
Oh, lovely. More
The cacti in the western theme.
more scenery to have to put around the place. But you're going to start to see a theme here develop about how I tackle the different scenery and all that shit, because I just end up littering the side of every path with the scenery because it's just the easiest way to go about it.
Build the Legorado fort.
Right. Cacti clusters. Just randomly dot them across the scenery.
You can't put it there. Plant all the different cactus plants. Visitors will enjoy.
Yeah, calm down, Jonathan. I'm gonna plant them. Just give me a second. You and your goddamn fucking plants everywhere rule. And I mean, provided you guys don't end up playing this game for a stream, the game does work. You need to do a bit of higgledy-jiggledy-jiggery here and there to make it work, but for the most part, you do end up getting it to work. Oh, I've run out of money. Oops.
Plant all the different cactus plants. Visitors will enjoy them.
Okay.
Can't afford to plant things.
Yeah, I know.
Cactus.
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 We are not going to plant all these. This is me getting way too over-ambitious.
Apache cactus.
Alright, we need, like, enough to just plant that. Somebody go water that plant, please. Thank you. Oh my god, look at that. Great movement animation.
Remember, you need to earn 500 coins.
Oh, yep. Come on, people. Oh, look at all the people coming. Come to my park. Come to my poorly designed Lego theme park.
Lego
All right, nearly there. There we go. Right.
Keep your visitors.
Octopus Cafe.
Octopus Cafe.
Building the Octopus Cafe. Oh yeah, we haven't built any of those.
Build an octopus cafe.
Need a spot to place that. There we go.
Here are some more food attractions. Maybe
Thank
one
you.
of these will start a craze.
Maybe one of these will start a craze. There are some pretty crappy generic lines in this game. The writing is not necessarily what I would call fantastic, but you know.
Add a road. One of the food shops will help you reach your target. Visitors just love the shop. Oops, I almost said it.
Yeah, if that wasn't enough of a giveaway, I don't know what the hell was.
Scenery to help you pass the appraisals.
So yeah, so every 10 minutes you get what is called an appraisal, and that's from Mr. Name, whose name I can't remember name, comes along and basically tells you whether or not your park is shit or not. Most of the time he will tell you that it's fine, however he can be a bit of an ass and he will mark you down on stupid little things.
You can't put that over a building's path.
I'm not going to put it over a building's path. But, you know, you have problems with... You're about to have problems with me, son, so I would shut your mouth. Bang!
Looks like something needs to be fixed.
Is that enough water barrels to help pass the appraisal? I don't know what is. Cassidy says, I have Raymond 2 on GOG. It has problems detecting my Nyko Airflow game control, but thankfully all I had to do to fix it is add the Raymond 2 input fix DLL file to the game directory and my controller works. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing about PC gaming. It's the most problematic gaming platform, but probably the easiest one, probably one of the easiest to actually... It's the most problematic, but there's always a solution most of the time. Most of the time I've always found there are solutions. For example, you know, how we finally got this installed and running natively on Windows 10. You know, by installing on a virtual machine, copying it to a USB, and then doing it that way, which obviously is an odd way of doing it, but it works. But yeah, there is always a with PC, there's usually a way to fix things. It's just not always as clear as maybe, say, a console or a console or a handheld or something. If a game isn't typically, if a game, it's why I tend to be more a console gamer preferably, because games just work. You know, there's very few games that don't natively just won't work. All the games just, you put the game into the console and it works, no problem. So PC can be a little problematic, as we've seen for the first 45 minutes of this stream. Scrap Day 1 says, I'm looking for MSTS. Any ideas? Not off the top of my head, my friend. Not off the top of my head. So now we just have to wait for the appraisals to happen. There's literally nothing more we can do. We've built everything.
Looks like something needs to be fixed.
Lovely. Speaking of the devil. One level down. Right, France and Belgium. Here we go. So as you could see there, we put enough scenery down. We put all the things that the professor, or whatever his name is, wanted. And yeah, you end up kind of with what ends up being a fully formed park. As you can see, here's one of the parks, for example. It's a split park. There's this bridge in the middle. Now that will open up as the level goes on. Unfortunately, we can't even build out there at the moment, which is a big pain, as you'll see soon. But let's just go through and complete everything that Jonathan said that we should, which is by getting all the Legoland related stuff here. Tower Restaurant. This is a great... I love this ride. Well, it's not really a ride, but it is an attraction. It's so cool. And this does exist in real life, from what I understand. A lot of these things have been based upon things that do exist at the actual Legoland parks in real life. And from what I understand, that the Tower Restaurants are a thing, from what I understand. As well as the Space Tower Ride. I know those are a thing as well, so that's pretty dope. Alright, let's get some plants down to satisfy the requirements of the appraisals. Because otherwise we'll get yelled at.
Plant a pine tree. Now build the driving school in the park.
Now build the driving school in the park. Okay, right, let's get the driving school out of the way. We won't really be able to build it there, but we will be able to build it kind of here. It won't be a long one, but it doesn't really need to be.
You have to join it onto something.
We'll kind of add an extra loop. Oops.
A raise mode.
Yeah, alright.
You can't put that over other buildings.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we need to connect that.
Build a section of path.
Oh, here we go. Scripted1 says, well, gotta go, mate. Enjoy the game and good night. Thank you very much for tuning in, my friend. Hope to see you on Sunday for another stream. And have a good evening. Right, here we go. Log flume.
Theme attractions. Wild West theme. Plant a cacti cluster.
Alright, log flume entrance.
You can't put that over other buildings. Add some track to your log flume. You have to join
Build a simple log flume that literally does that. Build general store, build that.
Legoland.
There we go.
Good news. The bridge has been repaired. Now visitors can get to the area that was blocked.
Right, now
Build a spinning barrels ride.
I'm not going to worry about rebuilding the log flume.
New area, even better with some more Western theme attractions. You can't put that over a park.
But I will build the rest of the Western themed stuff over there. And then I'll surround it with scenery, or otherwise we'll not pass the appraisals. Need another... Oh. Cutscene time! Knight's Kingdom Castle.
Yeehaw! Well,
Yeehaw!
you've earned enough for us to open the castle theme. Let's replace all the Western theme attractions with those from the castle theme.
Right, goodbye. Goodbye, Western theme attractions.
Path.
Need a path.
Section of path. You can't put
Alright, castle theme. Here we go. Dragon Barbecue. Catapult. Knight's Kingdom Castle.
wow, a
Sensory Coaster. Here we go.
the big ride the professor promised us. Let's see if you can build one.
Don't worry, Sunshine. We'll build one. Cassidy says, from my experience, trying to get Glove of PC without GOG re-releasing it running on even a Windows 7 64-bit computer is like trying to pull teeth. Yeah, I have several old PC games from my childhood that I have always had trouble getting to run on modern systems. Now, for the most part, all the ones that I want running, I've got running. But yeah, I do agree that there are quite a few, you know, old PC games are a pain. You know, Microsoft aren't that great. You know, even though there's compatibility mode, you know, Microsoft has removed a whole bunch of stuff that, you know, would really make the whole thing a lot easier. Unfortunately, they just seem to, you know, they seem to be thinking more of the future rather than the past, even though, especially in a gaming sense, like, nowadays, going back and playing those old games has become more popular than ever, so it makes sense for there to be a way to be able to play them. And for the most part, there just isn't, unless there is something like a GOG or there's a re-release on Steam or something like that. So you kind of are, you know, sometimes you are stuck between a rock and a hard place, especially if you're, you know, in our category and you enjoy,
Use this extra scenery to help you pass
you know, and you do enjoy playing some sort of older game that you might not get to otherwise.
a seed planted.
I find it so weird. We're in like a desert themed setting and we're planting oak trees. This doesn't work. This isn't right.
You're not allowed to build there.
Welcome back, Scrap Day 1. How was your sleep? Did you have a good night?
Now past the appraisals. This
Alright, now, again, we just have to wait for the appraisals. Not much more we can do. This is kind of the thing about this game is, you know, you spend like 5 minutes building up the parks, and then you always are in a position where you have to spend like 5 minutes waiting. I suppose the advantage this time is I have you guys watching, so I mean that makes it a bit more worthwhile. Scrap Day 1 says, I love my 5-second sleep, I guess. Well, you know, 5 seconds is better than none.
appraisals. This extra scenery will help.
So, Jonathan continuing to remind us that we need the scenery to pass the appraisals. We should have enough. I mean, we should do. You know, it helps if I actually got some greenhouse mechanics
Greenhouse.
to actually feckin' plant these goddamn plants. Hurry the hell up, because now we are going to miss the appraisals. God damn it. I didn't even realize. God, I'm a dipshit. Well, guess what? We're going to be waiting for another 10 minutes.
Now past the appraisals. This extra scenery will help.
Yep, shut up. Hell yeah.
Legoland theme.
For the love of God, hurry up and plant stuff because I don't want to have to wait another 10 minutes.
Castle theme.
The army of gardeners. Oops, I dropped my tablets things. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
Looks like something needs to be fixed.
Yeah, well, there are mechanics out, so they can fix it. Clearly no sort of priority on what gets planted first then.
Outside.
Fuck. Of course. Well, let's prepare for another 10 minutes, guys, as we have to wait for the goddamn appraisals to come back. So, now's your time to ask me anything. Anything you want to ask me, feel free to chuck it in the chat. Because we're going to have to wait another 10 minutes until the next appraisals in order to move on from this level, because I was a dipshit and forgot to get the gardeners. Good on me. Oh well. It is what it is. I love how an app tells you have like a notification and then you go into the app and there's like nothing there. Scrap Day 1 says, how's my day been? Pretty ordinary. I mean, was at work this morning from 8 till 2. Came home, got the stream. Did the you know, got however much of the stream set up as I could before obviously 3 o'clock. Yeah, no, really, you know, that's about it. Really, not a lot's happened today. I mean, you know, I'm at that point now in my life where not a lot really happens on a day-to-day basis. You know, it's work. It's either work or I'm at home. You know, tomorrow night, that'll be the fun night. Got my birthday party for my with my friends tomorrow night for my 22nd. So my birthday was last Saturday. Having a party with all my friends tomorrow night, so I'm massively looking forward to that. Getting to see some people tomorrow night that I haven't seen in a very long time, which will be really, really cool. So, but yeah, no, today's just been ordinary, you know. Cassidy says, I have Croc 2 for PC, and aside from the scratch condition of the disc, I've had no problem running it with Windows 10. I mean, yeah, there are some games that I have, old PC games that'll work no problem, Windows 10, easy peasy, install and off I go. Actually, let's check my games folder. Bear in mind, a lot of my PC games aren't in this games folder. They're in a stack down there. Looking at my stack, I mean, yeah, I would look on my PC, however I can't, or otherwise the game will crap itself, so. But yeah, no, yeah, some games work fine, it's just, there's a lot of the problems with older games is either that they're 16 or 32-bit if you've got a 64-bit operating system like I've got, which is a problem, or that there's a DLL file missing, or that, you know, a certain, like, your DirectX is too high. I've had that problem. I've had a problem of DirectX being too high. So, yeah, that's always quite funny. Scrap Day 1 says, warning, Bud might be knocked tomorrow. I don't plan to get drunk. I plan to have a couple of drinks, but I don't plan to get drunk. I don't really enjoy drinking that much anyway. I'm not like a massive drinker. I'm definitely a social drinker, but, you know, I'll probably have a couple tomorrow night, maybe 3 or 4 at most. Because I also want to kind of pull an all-nighter like I did the other weekend for the Cricket World Cup. Oh, actually, no, it was this past weekend, yeah. I want to pull an all-nighter again on the Saturday night with my mates and kind of play video games and, you know, chill out and all that type of stuff. I'm going to make sure that, for the love of God, we just don't watch a movie because, holy crap. The only other thing, though, is playing games with my mates can get a little boring because I'm better than all of them, and they will admit to this. Like, they will say, you know, my friends have actively said that, you know, having me as their friend has wanted to make them better gamers because I just make them... I make them look like amateurs compared to me, but, yeah, it's sometimes it's a little boring playing with them because, yeah, they're not as good as me, so I always end up winning. And whilst it's nice to win, you want to win with a challenge, not win really easily. So, you know, that's the only massive disadvantage, I would say. So, but otherwise, you know, doing some local couch co-op multiplayer, that's always a good amount of fun. Yeah, so... No, but definitely going to try and not be knocked tomorrow night. That's the plan. That is the plan. Cassidy says, my God copy of Rayman 2 works with DirectX and what I presume is 3DFX emulation, but depending on how I either configure or access the configuration settings, I would need to access the configuration settings outside of GOG Galaxy in order to have DirectX be detectable again. Yeah, PC gaming, you know, it's times like that when you go, PC gaming is minefield. And I, look, as someone who wasn't a PC gamer for a very long time, it is stuff like that that makes me go, that makes me kind of think to myself, I'm glad I wasn't a PC gamer, because, you know, it can be a pain. It can be a pain. It can be a pain. But yeah, so. Anyway. But, you know, it is what it is. God, how long's it been? I didn't check. I should have checked the time when the appraisals came through, so I knew how long it would take us. But then that'd probably actually make it a longer, agonizing wait at that point. It's not fun to have long, agonizing waits. But that being said, I'm pretty patient. I'm pretty good at waiting things out. I have been known to wait out the odd situation every once in a while. Some might say it's wasting time, but I say, you ain't doing anything, you might as well waste it. Right, hopefully this should be enough variety in the appraisals to actually get it working this time. Fingers crossed, because I'm not in the mood to, yeah. Crypto1 says, I don't know how that Dragon RC works, but okay. Well, yeah, in the later levels, and you'll see this, in the later levels, it does actually function more like a proper roller coaster. It has rises and it has dips, but at the moment, I think that doesn't come till like level 5, so it takes quite a bit of time to get to that point, but yeah, it does end up acting like a proper roller coaster after a while, but we got to get a few more levels in it for that to happen. So this wait is agonizing. At least we're making some good dosh. Money's good. That's always a good thing. Money's always good. Cassidy said, I have physical CD copies of homogeneous entertainment titles like Pajana Sam, Putt Putt, Freddy Fish, and Spy Fox, but compared to Glover's PC releases, getting those games running is like if they were future-proof for Windows 10. Then again, I use Scrum VM. Can I just say, Freddy Fish, my fucking jam. I love the Freddy Fish games. We had one when I was a kid. We got rid of it, but I rebought it again on Steam during one of the sales like last year or something. Played through it again and absolutely loved it. I'm actually, you know, those would be, that is a series of games that I would love to do stream series of, because actually when I did a, so for those of you who are, oh, you're fucking joking. Oh, looks like we're here for another 10 minutes, people. Okay, maybe not that many. Oops. Oh, oh crap.
Build a catapult.
Oh, damn it. What did I get rid of?
Looks like something needs to be fixed.
I think I got rid of the clothes shop. And this. God effing damn it. Quay! Must you be bitch?
castle theme.
What did I ever do to yours, game? What did I ever do to you? Like, did I treat you badly? Did I, you know? What did I do? Tell me, what did I do?
Where there's already a seed planted. Gardeners work.
Well, at least this time I saw when the time was, so I'll know exactly how long we've got. We've got 9 minutes, so if you are just joining us, guys, welcome along to the stream. Tonight we're playing, or today, this afternoon, whatever, we're playing some Legoland. We've got to wait for another 10 minutes for another appraisal, so if you've got anything you want to talk about or questions you want to ask me, get them in the chat, and I am happy to answer any and all queries that you may have. But as I was saying before we were rudely interrupted by the appraisals man and his dick-ass opinions, so right at the beginning of the year, I did what I called the press conference, based sort of on E3 press conferences, and in that I kind of announced that I wanted to do like some edutainment streams, stuff like Read a Rabbit, and there's another game that I played when I was a kid called The Magical Movie Adventure, kind of stuff in that realm. Freddy Fish would definitely fit into that realm, but yeah, that's definitely something that I've thought about doing. It hasn't gone any more than a thought. The interest, I would think the interest would need to be there from just more than myself, in order for me to like kind of want to do it. So, but yeah, we'll kind of see.
Looks like something needs to be fixed.
Yeah. My list of games to stream is just huge, and I hope to be able to get through it all. Scrap Day 1 says, "What's a night owl?" Not a person who stays up late. It's another thing. Hold on. Let's check the mightiness that is Urban Dictionary, because that'll tell us all. Urban Dictionary, the one-stop shop for all things disgusting. Here we go.
Looks like something needs to be fixed.
According to Urban Dictionary, a night owl could mean a girl you sleep with that you don't want your friends to know about. Typically some easy girl you met at a bar or party and is willing to sleep with you ASAP. Could also be a meth user that stays on the porch all night at a meth house, watching everything, usually a paranoid tweaker. I mean, GW night owl. Oh, it appears to be a train. Of some sort. Other than that, I don't know much. Aye. Cassidy says, I had the chance to buy homogeneous entertainment titles on Steam during this summer Steam summer sale. Jesus Christ. During this summer Steam summer sale, but didn't, and instead went with Portal 1 and 2, Sonic Mania and Sonic Generations, and the first two Oddworld titles. Portal 1 and 2, great games. Yeah, love Portal 1 and 2. Have played through both of them. Have not played Sonic Mania. I'm not a massive Sonic fan, so you know, I've got Sonic Mania on PS4. I've played it once. I'm not like a massive Sonic fan. It kind of annoys me slightly. And yeah, I haven't played Sonic Generations, and I haven't played Oddworld either, but yeah, Portal 1 2 is great, but I think during the summer sale, I can't remember what I bought. I knew I bought Train Simulator, I bought Airport CEO, and I bought something else, and I think it was... What else was it? Oh, Life is Strange on PC, because I fucking love Life is Strange. Fucking love Life is Strange. So had to get, I've got it on PC already, but had to get it on had to get it on PC. Anyway, we got 3 minutes until the next appraisal, and hopefully it's not a pain. Hopefully it decides not to be a bitch. Fingers crossed.
Looks like something needs to be fixed.
I did not expect us to only... Hopefully, I think level 3 and 4, they shouldn't be too difficult to get through. They should actually be quite short to get through. So, hopefully we'll be able to blast through some more levels after this. And hopefully next time, I'll remember to get the gardeners out a lot more earlier. It's typically one of the first things I do. I can't believe I didn't do it. I'm very surprised. Minute and a half left of what has now been half an hour, or nearly half an hour, spent in what should have been a 10-minute level. If that ain't enough variety, then I'm gonna go kill somebody.
Castle theme.
Right, minute left.
Looks like something needs to be fixed.
Good for you. Well, I hope you're all enjoying this awkward silence as much as I am. I mean, just literally just waiting this last minute countdown. Waiting for the fucking appraisal to come about. Holy crap. Holy crap. Alright, come on. Any second now.
Looks like something needs to be fixed.
Come on. Appraisal. Now. Now. There we go. Finally. Thank fucking God.
You're a real...
Yeah, I'm a real fast learner. You fucking took way too long.
Oh no! Find where to remove the hedges so that visitors can reach the attractions. Then make sure all the attractions...
Alright, this is the one where we have to remove the hedge. So this one should not take very long. Easy peasy.
Hedge. Hedge.
Hedge!
Hedge. 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 Hedge.
All right, quickly build these paths, and then we can get the hell out of this level. This will allow us to do some catch up.
Link all of them to the park entrance.
Right, one more. Thank you. Right, move on. Right, what's this? New York. New York, New York.
Well, after the professor has solved our power problems.
Right.
A new type of power station that uses those.
Cassidy says, I'm going to buy Sega Mega Drive and Genesis Classics on Steam, so I'll have titles like Sonic 3 and Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and Sonic CD for PC, along with other titles, plus the bedroom UI is retro cool. Yeah, it's funny actually saying this, see ya, Scrapped A1, have another good night. It's actually funny thinking about it because, even though I've literally just said I'm not a Sonic fan, when I go to Japan next Feb, or whatever Feb you want to say, the February that's the next upcoming February, long and short of it, is I actually intend to get like a lot of those tadpole staples on the Mega Drive, such as Sonic. I would really like to try and get a copy of Sonic CD, because there's something about the disc-based Sega consoles, like the Saturn. There's something about like the Saturn and the Mega Drive CD, or the Sega CD as I prefer it, that just fascinates me. Don't know what it is. There's just something about those. There's something about those consoles, those games, that just has me endlessly fascinated. Yeah, and I love them. But what's also interesting is if I can, I'm gonna try and depending on prices, I'm gonna try and buy a few consoles over in Japan, like a Mega Drive, maybe, and a Saturn. But I don't know what it is about the Saturn, man. I think that console doesn't get enough love, even though I have no idea about what games are on the Saturn. I just kind of feel that that game needs just a tiny bit more love. Now, whether or not it actually deserves that love is a completely different question, but yeah. I kind of feel that it just needs a little bit of love, Someone has messaged me outside of the group chats that I fucking muted. Alright, now, will they want flowers in the middle bit?
Now plant 10 flowers in the hedged area in the park.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2. Ugh. It's unsymmetrical. We'll put it there. But yeah. But this is what kind of annoys. Actually, my fascination with the Sega CD goes to the point where the background music that I have playing on my countdown timer as the stream starts is actually the BIOS music for the Sega CD in America, because that music is a jam, man. That music is such a jam. And I don't know why it's such a jam, but it is a jam. Right, now let's get the Western theme out the way.
Plant an Apache cactus.
Just bung everything together tightly.
Build a jail. The park's looking really good. What we need now is a castle theme area.
Right, now we've got the log flume.
By trees.
Again, as before, I mentioned that the scenery has absolutely feckin' nothing to do, or the scenery around the area absolutely has nothing to fucking do with the respective themes. Right, we'll build the log flume in a second.
Show castle theme. Special. Let's make the castle area
Oh well,
better by adding a sensory coaster.
just as we get the parts for the sensory coaster, Scrap Day 1 leaves. So you can't see it in action.
Build the entrance to the
Oh well.
coaster. You have to join
It's not all the parts, but you kind of get the idea.
all track this. You have to join it on. You have to join it onto something. You have to. Oh no.
There we go.
It seems that the money from the gate has been lost under one of the tracks.
Here's the disappearing money. Now, if I remember correctly, it's always under the
Use this
Octopus Cafe.
to help you pass the appraisals.
It's always under the Octopus Cafe. Every time. They have the originality of a goldfish. You get to the point where you know exactly where everything is and where it's going to be. Alright, now, have we got... Okay, we do. Right, so let's get this scenery planted so we can actually pass the appraisals, because I do not fancy missing out and spending 30 minutes waiting for appraisals this time, because I have a life to live. Right, we need to get... let's get some of these in here. We're going to have to build the log flume outside of here, because the log flume is required for the appraisals.
Planted.
Like our bitch.
Now past the appraisals. This extra scenery will help. You can't put that over other buildings.
Yep, shut up, Jonathan. Alright. Oh, yeah, the gold wash. Oh, I love this. The gold wash is awesome. I love this thing. It is huge, and it is awesome. Not that I'm not fully sure what it is, but it's awesome and cool, and I wish I could go to one.
You have to join it onto something.
Right.
Fishing attraction to the log
Kind of build some sort of thing from this.
You can't put that over other buildings. You can't put that over other buildings.
Nope, that's way too big.
You have to join it onto something. You can't put that over other buildings.
Really?
Log flume track. You can't put that over other buildings. You can't put that over
Alright. Cassidy says, do you mean the American Sega CD boot up theme? Because if so, I agree. That music is a jam. Yeah, that's what I mean. That music, I don't know what it is about that music, but that music is a fucking jam. And whoever wrote that music, I hope got paid well. Because that boot up music for the Sega CD is awesome. I love that music so much. And it really annoys me, actually, because if I do decide to get a Mega CD from Japan, the music's different, which is really disappointing. So
Looks like something needs to be fixed.
I'll need to see if they've got like an American Sega CD or something in Japan, which they might do. I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility. Alright. Okay, I feel that that should be enough. Pass the appraisals first time. Fingers crossed. Alright, now we're just going to wait it out. And we're going to do it whilst looking at the gold wash, because the gold wash is awesome. I think it's literally just a ride where you wash gold. And I don't know why I'm so fascinated with it, but I think it's awesome. Oh, you fucking joking me. Fucking hell.
Legoland theme. Build a food kiosk.
That is some bullshit. Zoc says, what's up? Hello, my friend. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well, but how are you doing? Get some more. Zoc says, remember me, the greatest person on the planet? Of course, my friend. You know, some people might, you know, contest you saying that you're the greatest person on the planet, but, you know, I'm gonna, you know, I'm just gonna, you know, I'll let other people contest that if they wish. Zoc says, I'm fine, how are you? Yeah, I'm doing well. Today's been fairly ordinary, so, I mean, it's one of those days. I think today is one of those days, because I've got my birthday party tomorrow. It's one of those days where you're just looking forward to today being over so you can get to tomorrow. That being said, I was thinking to myself, though, I've done, like, no prep work for this party tomorrow. I haven't done the music playlist. I haven't gotten snacks or food, or I haven't organized what we're going to be eating for dinner. Like, I've done no planning, no organizing, apart from saying, come to my house at this time on this date. So tomorrow is literally me just organizing until people show up. So Cassidy says, my oldest brother found a VHS tape copy of the 1989 Nintendo film The Wizard at a computer convention here in America in the state of Maryland. See, that's the great thing about America that I wish we had here in New Zealand. You guys have got a great secondhand market for, like, retro gaming stuff, be it Nintendo, Sega, whatever. We have nothing here. The closest that I have is a few PS1 games and a couple of N64 cartridges. That's the closest I have. That's why I'm so looking forward to going to Japan and changing that. So I have Famicom and Super Famicom and Mega Drive and Saturn and Jaguar and, you know, original PlayStation, just so much, like, Famicom Disk System, just so many more retro games. But here in New Zealand, not a fucking hope in hell. Actually, no, the closest thing I've got to retro is I imported a Famicom Classic from Japan. Because I didn't want the NES Classic, I wanted the Famicom Classic. Because I wanted something different. And the good thing is, you can actually patch it to be English. So I haven't done that yet, because I only have one and I don't want to brick it. But actually, I was thinking about this to myself the other day. I want to get another PlayStation Classic, because I've already got one. But I want to get another one, so that I can mod that one to have different games on it. So I can have, like, a stock one, and then a modded one. So I can put stuff like the original Gran Turismo on it, and I think that would probably be actually about it, as I'd only put on, like, the original Gran Turismo 1 and 2. Because, I mean, that's what I'm kind of looking forward to going to Japan, is just looking at these PS1 games and just kind of expanding my... is kind of exploring them and expanding my breadth of original PlayStation games. Because original PlayStation, I'm fascinated by, like, the 90s generation of stuff. So, like, the Saturn, the 3DO, the Jaguar, the N64, the original PlayStation, the Dreamcast. You know, I'm fascinated by that era of retro gaming. And, you know, going to Japan is really going to be the opportunity for me to just open up my collection to just a whole bunch of different stuff from that decade of gaming. As well as, of course, going to the 80s. Heck, if there's even fucking Atari 2600 stuff in Japan, I will get it. Because I don't mind a bit of Atari 2600. You know, I wouldn't buy them to play them. I'd buy them just to have them. Because also I have like the Atari flashback games on Xbox One, so I mean I can just play them there. Yeah. Cassie says, Cataris. I've probably butchered that pronunciation, but oh well. Video on the PlayStation Classic has a link to the information on how to properly mod PlayStation Classic, so check that out. Yeah, I will. I definitely will. But I do want to get a second one just to have like a one that's like factory and then one that's modded. Zoc says, well, how about import taxes? We do not have... If we have import taxes in New Zealand, they're really cheap because... Typically, I've paid no import tax on anything that I've imported from Japan or overseas. New Zealand doesn't seem to have a very strict import tax. I know I have to pay shipping, but when it comes to import taxes, I've never had to pay anything. And of course, if I'm bringing back stuff from Japan by like in my own luggage, I don't have to pay import taxes, obviously, because I own them at that point. So I'm not importing them in a sense. I own them, so I can bring them back myself. But I've never had to pay like an additional import tax on anything I've ever ordered overseas. And I've ordered stuff from America, I've ordered stuff from Japan, I've ordered stuff from the UK, and I've never had to pay import tax. And I've ordered stuff all the way from microphones, such as the microphone I'm using for my streaming, to vinyl records, to hardware, to games. Never had to pay an import tax on any of it. And if I have, it's been included in the shipping costs, and and I haven't noticed, so. So that's kind of the good thing about New Zealand. And from what I understand, I don't know. Yeah. Zoc says, maybe customs just haven't caught you yet. I probably would take a look at the current laws. I mean, yeah. Hold on, let's have a look.
Looks like something needs to be fixed.
Goods subject to import tax.
Looks like something needs to be fixed.
I don't know. It's interesting because I'm reading this and it's like, it doesn't say what the import tax is. My suspicion is that the import tax is included in the shipping that I pay. But I can't. Yeah, all the information I can get is that import tax will only be charged on certain types of items. Otherwise, yeah, there's no import tax. So, yeah, I can't find anything to say that. I would say that any import tax that I do end up paying on the items I buy online are probably covered in the shipping, Because I cannot find anything that states a definitive number on what the import tax is, and nor does it say that an import tax is definitively paid on everything you purchase. So, it just says goods mailed into New Zealand may be subject to an import tax. Like, for example, I'll give you an example, right? I actually just got today a birthday present that was sent to me from an aunt who lives in the UK. That arrived here, no problem. You know, she lives in the UK, so she sent it to me, arrived no problem. You know, no tax. So, yeah, I guess it really depends. I honestly don't know, but it may be different in the States. It may be different overseas. I really don't know. Yeah. I would say we have it pretty good here in New Zealand. Yes, finally. Awesome. Right, let's get out of here. Level 5, India.
The professor is currently... Let's make the hedged section into a nice garden with a...
Alright, first thing always do. Miniland, right here in the middle.
Plant a small pine tree.
Zoc says, alright, just looking out for you, man. And I do very much appreciate it, my friend. I greatly do appreciate that. But yeah, I've not run into any issues yet. And I've not had a situation where I've had the postal service knock on my door and say, we need you to pay an import tax. But from what I understand about New Zealand, import tax are only paid on certain items. And most of the stuff I'm buying, or all the stuff I'm buying, doesn't qualify for import tax. I'm pretty sure that alcohol and cigarettes do. If you're buying alcohol and cigarettes and importing them from overseas, they are subject to tax. But not most of the stuff I buy. So, really? I need to plant a goddamn hedge.
Carefully try and fit all of the Legoland attractions into the small area next to the park entrance. Build a fountain. Build a food kiosk.
Alright, let's start building some stuff. Alright, we'll actually get some brollies out this time, holy shit.
You can't put that over a path. You can't put that over other buildings.
That's unsymmetrical and gives me OCD, but oh well.
Build the Lego media shop. You're doing well. The park needs more visitors.
Yeah, shut up, Jonathan. I'm in the process of building the park so it can get more visitors. All you need to do is shut the hell up. None of that's going to fit there. Let's build these power stations and get these out the way. Da, 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 da. Oh! This is the level with a massive carousel. Oh, I love that. I love the massive carousel. Cassidy says, there's something about the bedroom UI in the Sega Mega Drive and Genesis Classic on Steam that has me fascinated. Because in it, there's video game posters, a Sonic the Hedgehog throw rug, a wooden shelf for the games, and a respective box art, a cool-looking bed, an analog clock on the wall, an old stereo radio, and being able to have the emulator screen size play off the bedroom's UI CRT TV with proper screen effects and everything. That seems like a lot of shit. For
You have to join it onto something.
yeah, that seems like a lot of stuff,
Put that over other buildings. You can't put that over
which is quite impressive, I suppose. In that regard, that is quite impressive. So, got to give Sega props. They know what they're doing. Sometime. Not all the time, though. I was actually listening to a podcast the other day that was actually kind of theorizing what it would be like if Sega got back into making hardware. Now, of course, we know that the Mega Drive or the Genesis Classic, the Genesis Mini's coming out later on this year. But I also kind of reckon it'd be cool if Sega, outside of, you know, the Genesis Mini that's coming later on this year, I think it would be cool if they got back into the console space. Now, where they would fit in today's, you know, kind of console space, I don't really know. And the more I think about it, the more I don't really think they would fit, because, you know, they're now a third-party publisher. But it would be really, really cool to kind of see them as a potential console manufacturer again, from just a personal standpoint, because I don't know what it is about their consoles at the moment, but I'm fascinated by, you know, the Saturn and the Dreamcast, and specifically the Saturn. I don't know what it is about the Sega Saturn, but I just seem to have a particular fascination with that particular console at the moment. Alright, let's build the western section. Has a massive ass carousel that I love.
Show add-ons. Build a general store. Build a saloon.
Hells yes. This carousel is awesome. I love it.
We're now ready to build a log flume round the sides of the park. I've called in an extra mechanic to help.
Love it.
Plant a cactus. Plant an Apache cactus.
Right, plant these trees. Right, a few barrels.
Build a water barrel. You can't put that over other buildings.
And then let's do the slog flume. Again, we don't need a big one. I know they say build it around the park, but we don't need to. We can cheat.
Build a log flume in the new area along the sides of the park. You can't put that over other buildings. You can't put that.
Ta-da!
Visitors onto that log flume.
Zoc says, I think when the alpha dogs in a certain field have been established, there's no point anymore trying to contend with them. Oh yeah, fully, I agree. Zoc follows up with saying in consoles that Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo. No, I fully agree. Sony, you know, the reason that Sega are no longer in the space is because Sony came along and fucking destroyed them. There's no other way for saying that. The Dreamcast was a failure compared to, you know, the N64 and, you know, compared to the N64 and the original PlayStation. And then when the PS2 came out, that really just kind of sealed the fate for the Dreamcast, you know. And it's really sad because, again, I think the Dreamcast was, I think, a situation where they were too early. They should have waited. They shouldn't have rushed it. But the Saturn was, you know, a bit of a failure as well. The Dreamcast was a reaction to the Saturn, because the Saturn didn't do that well. And because of that, you know, unfortunately, Sega were in a position where they felt that they had to respond. In my personal opinion, I think they should have waited. I think the smarter move would have been for them to have waited and see what Sony were going to do first. You know, with the PlayStation 2, or at least, you know, get some level of rumbling. And then from there, I feel they'd still be in the space. But, you know, it is kind of sad that they were, you know, they were pretty sizable, you know, especially when you consider that the Mega Drive / the Genesis did really well next to the SNES. Like, they were going in the right trajectory. So unfortunately, they just ended up going backwards. So, Cassie says it's a lot of stuff. Dude. I'm surprised Sega put in that much effort for what is essentially a UI for a digital games library. Yeah, and I think that kind of, proves the point a little bit in a sense that, when Sega put their minds to it, they can actually do it. They just don't seem to, it ultimately depends on what they decide to do, which ultimately determines what, what ends up getting their priority or not. Actually, rather than getting and turning on my light, let's do that. I think that should provide some light. Zoc says, many have tried, all have died. Yeah, very much so. I mean, the last people... There's a lot of obscure consoles that, came out like the PS2, PS3 generation that really did try, but... yeah, unfortunately, unfortunately... I would like to see another manufacturer come on the scene and try to build a new console, take it to Microsoft and Sony, but unfortunately, you're right, Zoc, I don't think anybody will come along and do it. I think nobody just really has the ability to. I think they need a sizable company in order to come along and say, right, we're going to challenge these guys, and I don't think there is a company that has the capability of doing so. Now, of course, Atari are getting back in with the Atari box, or the the Atari VCS or something, some stupid name. But Atari are obviously trying it, and even fucking who's making the Amico? Is it ColecoVision or something? Like they're trying to come back in as well, and it's just hilarious that these these old console manufacturers are trying to come back into the space. Now will it work? We'll have to wait and see, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm not fully sure that it will, but hey, let's hope it does, because it'd be awesome if it did. Cassie says, I don't blame you for being fascinated with the Dreamcast, dude. It's amazing. Oh, yeah, and I'm, contemplating getting one from Japan to try it out. I've told this story before. I was so bummed about this. I went to a Salvation Army family store here in New Zealand one day, and there was one there, and I missed out on it. And I was so bummed. I was so pissed that I missed out on this Dreamcast. I would have taken such good care of that thing. I would have cleaned it up. I would have, like the guy who bought it, I'm not gonna say much, but he didn't seem like the type of guy who would take it apart, clean it out, make sure there was no dust in the system. Like, he didn't seem like the type of guy who would really give it the love and care that thing deserved. And that annoyed me to no end, because I was thinking to myself, fuck, I wish I had been just a few seconds earlier, because I would have taken that Dreamcast, I would have brought it home, I would have cleaned it up, I would have, had it been broken, I would have tried to fix it. I would have just loved that thing. But, oh well. Who knows, maybe in Japan I can get a coloured one, like one of the Hello Kitty ones or something. I think there's like a blue Hello Kitty one that was exclusive to Japan, which would be really, really interesting to get. So, maybe it will come back to me later on.
Something needs to be fixed.
Alright, again, just gotta wait out for the appraisals now. $10 is such a long time in this game where there's like not that much to do. I mean, you could really make really good looking parks in this game, but also it's kind of one of these things where there's very limited options. It's not like a Roller Coaster Tycoon or a Planet Coaster where your options are kind of unlimited, but Yeah, your options are far more limited in this game, but I love this game. I love this game with a big passion. And I don't often get to play it, so that's why I kind of like, you know, streaming it was a good option because it meant I get to play it. Cassie says, I missed out on buying a hat in time on Steam during the summer sale, 50% off at $14.99. Damn. $7.50. I mean... Oh, wait. Was it 50% off? So it was $14.99 the 50% off price, or was it 50% off $14.99? I think from your wording, I'm going to say that it was 50% off, and then the price was $14.99. But correct me if I'm wrong. Just gotta wait. Jesus Christ. The agonizing wait for the goddamn appraisal to happen. And I didn't check the time of the last appraisal, so I've got no idea when it's gonna click over. Not a fucking clue. I'm just really glad we got it working. You missed the start of the stream, guys. We spent about 45 minutes trying to get this game up and running and working with OBS and making sure that you guys could actually see the game in its fullest and all that crap. Cassie says, yeah, so the full price was $29.99, but the 50% off was $14.99. Damn. I've heard about that game. Apparently it's very, very good. $14.99 US would have made it about $20-ish here. So, yeah, that seemed like a decent price. Seems like a very decent, solid price. Yeah, I get it. Something needs to be fixed. I think that's all you have the capability of being able to say. Oh, someone ride the carousel. It's like, and it's great. It makes such an awesome sound when someone rides it. Someone ride the carousel, please. Please ride the carousel. Someone needs to ride the carousel. It's awesome and amazing, and people should ride it and not be little bitches. Oops. Oh, and now it's broken down. Ride the frickin' carousel.
Looks like something needs to be fixed.
Yeah, shut up. God, all he has the capability of being able to say is, it looks like something needs to be fixed. Oh, come on. Oh, it's broken. I was like, get on a freaking carousel. You can't if it's broken down. A little difficult at that point. Okay, now ride it. Ride my carousel, bitch.
Looks like something needs to be
Maybe
fixed.
if I like... Maybe if I like put another path that leads more to the entrance of the carousel, because I really want someone to ride my carousel.
Can't put that over a building's path.
Like, if there's a path that takes someone directly to the entrance of the carousel, maybe they're more likely to ride it. Ride my carousel. Yes! So we're gonna ride it? Hey! Go.
Looks like something needs to be fixed.
Shut up, Jonathan. Oh, man, I love it. 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 Still waiting for this goddamn appraisal. Holy crap. Ah, I'll be really pissed off if we have to do another 10-minute wait. Go carousel.
Looks like something needs to be fixed.
Shut up. Can you not say anything else other than looks like something needs to be fixed? Can I just say, if any car sounded like that in real life, I would seriously question that car's health, and I would advise the driver to go get that car fixed. Kind of sounds like a bubble machine, but, you know, it's actually just pumping out bubbles out as its exhaust.
Driving school road.
Yeah, go boy. You get in that driving school.
Looks like something needs to be fixed.
Shut up, Jonathan. Thank God.
Congratulations. You have built a thriving display next. You are so good at play.
Alright. We're going to leave it there, guys.
Show me what you want to do.
It took us some time, but we finally got to play the game. Unfortunately, because of the time it took us to actually get the game started, because of the time it took us to get the game started, unfortunately, we are not going to have the time to get through all the game that I kind of hoped we would. I honestly thought that we would have gotten through the entirety of the game. Unfortunately, that isn't the case. So, yes, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry if you watched the first 45-50 minutes. It was not what I intended it to be, but now we know how to get the game working. So if we do decide at some point to come back and finish off this game, which is my intention, then yes, then we will absolutely come back and finish it. So yeah. Cassie says the sale price till July 22nd for Sega Mega Drive and Genesis Classics on Steam is $10.19, with many of the games being at 99 cents. I do think I have one of them in my Steam library, but I'll have to check. Cassie follows up with, there's a Hello Kitty blue colored Dreamcast in Japan, question mark, a lot of exclamation marks, and a lot of emojis like this. Yes, I do believe there is. There's a pink one and a blue one from what I understand. Hold on, let me just double check. Hello Kitty Dreamcast. I think there are two. Yeah, there's a blue one and a pink one. And they have stuff like a colored controller, colored keyboard, colored VMU. So yeah, no, those do exist. So yeah, might try and get a blue one whilst I'm over there, but who knows. Anyway, guys, so yeah, I will see you on Sunday for the first part of our Ratchet & Clank 3 Let's Play. I look forward to that. Thank you to everyone who watched it on live. Thank you to everyone who chatted in the chat with me. Cassidy says, me wanty. Well, if I get one for you, then I'll show it off on stream. Well, if I get one for me, I'll show it off on stream to you. I'm not buying it for you. Sorry, I'm not, you know, I'm not that generous. I do give away games from time to time, but I'm not giving away consoles. Also, the shipping on that would probably be a lot of money for me. Anyway, yeah, I'll be back on Sunday night with Ratchet & Clank 3, first part of that gameplay, and then we'll be doing a series on that. So, yeah, I'll be back on Sunday, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram, join the Discord server, all that good stuff. And until next time, guys, I shall see you later. Farewell.